Hi everybody, Matt here from Matt Likes Comics, and I went to the comic book store today. I went to Multizone in the city of Gatineau on Graber Road, because there are two Multizones in Gatineau. One's in Elmer and one's in Gatineau proper. Anyway, so I thought I'd come on today and show you what I bought. Okay, first thing I got was this Red Sonja one from the 2021 series. It is a photo virgin cover of the wonderful Miss Red Sonja. I saw it and I thought, oh, this would be a nice way to start off the purchasing spree. Next up, we have the new Avengers 54 from Marvel, and it was from 2005 as the series. This is a minor key. Apparently, it has the first appearance of Brother Voodoo becoming Doctor Voodoo, and I haven't read it yet, but that's what the key collector app tells me. So I bought this. So it's a minor key. Not bad for a Marvel book. As I said, I'm not that familiar with Marvel, especially recent Marvel. So anytime I have a chance to pick some up at a reasonable small price, and especially if it's a minor key or a major key, I pick it up. Next up, I have a little bit of Batman. First up, we have Batman 483. Batman 505, which is from the Night Quest arc. I'm working on getting all of the Nightfall Night Quest books because even though they're available in collected format, I would like to have all the floppies so that I can just sit down one day with a big pile of floppies and read the whole stories right from Nightfall to Night Quest. Next up here we have Batman 595, which I picked up because anytime you can get a Batman series for less than $5, you got to give it a chance. I haven't read this, but yet, but the cover with the pumpkins and the kid here tells me it's probably Halloween or close to it, and the Batman shadow at the back. It makes me wonder: is this a story about Bruce Wayne when he was a kid, or is this a recent story with about a kid that happens to run into the Batman that night? I don't know yet. I haven't read it. That makes me look forward to reading it. Going along the Batman theme, the next two books are from Detective, and they're both from the Nightfall. This is Batman Detective Comics 661. I particularly like the contrast of the yellow backing color on the cover versus the actual Batman in the front there being dark. I'm sure that's flames in the back, but again, I probably read this years ago and don't quite remember it. That does happen sometimes. I am 53, almost. But I still think it's a good looking book, and I'm looking forward to reading it. Here's the next issue, 662. Now, according to the back, there's a slight moisture damage on the bottom of the book, and I can feel it through the bag. But that's okay because this is a reasonably cheap copy that I got, and it's a book that is sufficiently printed enough that I could probably get a better copy quite easily, quite quickly at a show. Next up, all the rest of the books for this particular trip are all Marvel books. Next up, I have two issues from the 2010 Web of Spider-Man series, where they were talking about the villains as well as having other stories inside. All the issues for this run are feel like they're 48 pages. I sort of flipped through one of them just to get an idea of what date they were because everyone knows Marvel after about 2008 or so becomes difficult to keep track of. You have to open the books to check the dates sometimes, especially if you're not familiar with Marvel, with the amount of reboots and such they've done, in order to determine which series they're from. So this is that Web of Spider-Man 2, which is the Electro issue, and I grabbed this first because I find that that picture of Electro on the front of his face was so compelling. It just was absolutely amazing. It looked like a good grab. And then right after I pulled that, I saw this one next. This is Web of Spider-Man 3, and it's the Rhino. Also, the corner thing here looks very similar to my one um, book that I have slabbed in terms of the corner thing. This is Amazing Spider-Man 617, and this is the Rhino cover B variant. What is a cover B? Yeah, the retailer incentive B variant. And the I find that the corner thing here looks a lot similar to the Rhino corner bit. Let's hold them together. They're probably the same. Now that I look at them, they're the same. And that was another reason why when I picked up that Rhino one, I thought, oh, that's be a cool pickup because of the 617. And the 617 is March 2010, which is the same month that this particular, when I looked at it, when I flipped through it earlier, this is the same month, March of 2010. So that may have been something to do with for all I know, Marvel had something going on that month where they were coordinating the villains, at least with the Spider-Man books. Now, this is the last book I picked up today. This is New Warriors 25, and it's a double-sized issue. I didn't look up if this happened to have any key significance, but I can tell you, I think that the floating heads on here are cool, particularly the fact that I'm a big Firestar fan from the cartoon back in the early 1980s, where she was on with Iceman and Spider-Man. I believe it was called Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. I always thought Firestar was good, and I was disappointed at the time when the cartoon came out when it was pointed out to me that she wasn't in the comic books at the time, because I liked her immediately. I do tend to like the heroines more than I like the heroes, but that doesn't mean I don't like the heroes. Nova's pretty good. I like him. I'm not familiar with a lot of the other people on here, but I'm sure that they are good characters without it. And I'm actually looking forward to reading this because, this seems to be a bigger issue. It says giant size 25th anniversary issue. So I'm curious to if it's a finishing of a big story or the beginning of another one or self-contained. I haven't got that far yet, but I'm actually looking forward to giving it a quick good read just to see what's up. Now, that was it for my purchases of comic books. However, I bought two other things when I was at the comic store today, and one of them was well, they're both impulse buys. I bought two pop figures. One figure I gave to my daughter. I will not show it to you, because the reasons I got it were personal, and they're personal to her, and it might give a little too much information about my daughter and her personal stuff if I show that to you. But I did get this Power Girl. I did not have Power Girl. I have Supergirl. And I feel that they should be buddies because they are on a few covers together over the years, particularly in the Supergirl run just after she was reintroduced in Batman Superman. Anyway, Power Girl was a little more than I would have liked to have paid, but the fact is, I find that pops are exactly like comic books, especially outside of conventions, where if you don't grab it when you see it, you might not see it again. My understanding is pops get sent randomly to the stores itself, so they don't know necessarily which ones they're going to end up with when they order a box of pops from the manufacturers. So anyway, just one more quick view, one more fast little through on the books I got. It was a successful day. My son went with me to the store, and he quite patiently sat there, and he's not a comic book fan, but he quite patiently sat there with me while I went through, and he held my bag for me so that I could dig in. I didn't take any footage at the store because the store has a policy that if you want to do any taping there, you need permission of everybody. That is a Quebec law. It's not. They're not doing it to be mean. The fact is that you need permission to film anybody in the province of Quebec. Therefore, I wasn't able to get any actual footage at the. Isn't this one nice? I just really like this one. So I didn't get any footage at the store, but I was very happy to be able to show you what I got today. Anyways, if you liked what I did, like, subscribe, comment down below. Please tell me. Uh, that particular Red Sonja book had like 25, 30 different covers as well. At least I saw at least 14 on my comic shop, sorry, when I was looking to find exactly which variant this was. And so and that whole run was 12 issues, and each book had at least 5 variants. So there's, for this particular series, there are tons of different covers. um, you could probably be collecting for a long time just to get all the different variants if you really like Red Sonja. But I really enjoyed my trip to the store today. And tell me what you liked about it too. Like, as I said, like, subscribe, comment. Tell me if you've got any other variants of this Red Sonja book. That's Red Sonja 1 of 2021 series by Dynamite. And I will look it up myself so I can see what kind of variants you've got. Anyways, my name's Matt, and I really like comics. And I hope you do too.